Fella categorically said to me when I said, please, I want to join the band. I was very enthusiastic. I was like, I can play, man. I can. Young, 14 or 15 plus, taking a solo in Shrine. Everybody was like, who's that boy? Oh, is that Femi's friend? It wasn't long before I earned the name Goldfinger. And I was like, me? Goldfinger? I just tinkle-tonk a little bit, you know. And it wasn't easy. Fella said to me, go and finish your school cert. Get your certificate. You're not joining my band. You're welcome to sit in. So I was a regular. I was not a member of EG30. But when Friday finished, we call it Gan boss. Jibo, be, Keja, be, Purple Street. I was already there waiting. Go to fellas living off Unity Road there, Adekunle Crescent. And I couldn't wait. There was a piano in the house, practicing all the songs I know, you know. Authority stealing that's another. Or rehearsing, you know, making sure that, you know, I'm one of the few people that fella would look back on stage and then wink at me, you know. Not the kind of he would look back on and then frown at you because you know, fella had loads of things that, man, there were some looks he would give you on stage that you would wish the ground would open up and swallow you. Or there was some looks he would look back and then he would just signal for the whole band to break. Then you knew that, oh my God, this is it. Because he would then make you the focus of Yabi's night. I remember, apologies to Las Palmas. There was a guitarist called Las Palmas. This day fella had it. It was like, you know, enough is enough. And he stopped the whole band. First of all, Las Palmas had organized his looks in such a way that he had plaited his hair. He was looking like one Ojuju. And then he had skirt under. Apologies, Las Palmas. I'm sorry, Las Palmas. I just have to say this joking, okay? He made mistakes that not Las Palmas should be making these mistakes, you know. And he, you know, so ground the band to a halt. Stop! And then he descended on Las Palmas. His real name is Okalwe Oje, and they call him Las Palmas. After he had told him to him and he told him, he was like, you know what I'm saying? Then he called himself Las Palmas. You know what Las Palmas is, people? When you are leaving Africa and you are going to the Western world, the last place you will see palm tree is Las Palmas. So they call that place Las Palmas because last place you see palm tree, last palm tree. Yeah, man. The whole shrine burst into laughter, you know. So I tell you, really, fella was just something else, and I am so happy. He never looked back at me with disdain. He had these looks like, there was day he said to somebody, "You're not supposed to be on my stage. You are a carpenter." In fact, a carpenter still has art. You are a laborer. You don't have any artistic knowledge. That is why you play like that. Like a laborer. I couldn't believe it. And of course, the whole shrine was looking and listening in. Fella had that way. If you messed up big time, he will give it to you big time. And it was designed for two possibilities. It's either you get off the stage and you don't play music again, or you know what, you get off the stage that day, go home and go and do your homework, and when you come back next time, then he will look at you and he will see improvement in you. And you know, I mean, that's the sign of a great teacher. All I know is that what he said, the things he usually said to me encouraged me a lot and made me want to make sure that he would say something else the next time he heard me, and I'll be like, making sure that he would, even if he didn't say a word, he would hear something and he would look at me and then wink, or he would look at me and there's that look of acknowledgement that, okay, I hear you, I know you're doing your homework. Because he was always about the fact that, look, you need to be listening to music, you need to be practicing music, you need to be on your game 24/7. And thank God for him.
You became a regular after your school set?
After school set. The day I had my last paper, I rushed. I said, Fela, I have finished. Thinking that weekend, I'm on the payroll. He said, okay, 1 week now. Every day, practice all your scales, practice all your arpeggios in all the keys, blah, 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 blah. After 1 week, come back. So the next week, I went, I've been practicing all week. Then he called Fola, his cousin, Fola, around some people. Okay, put Dele on the payroll. And even though he put me on the payroll, I was already on the household. I was a member of the household. So he was giving me pocket money every week, as a member of the household. And when we had communal eating, I was being fed. So anytime I was there, I was a member of the household. So now I was double. I was a member of the family and I was also in the band. So my status was more or less nearly equal to Femi's, as in that this is one of Fela's boys, adopted son. This is not just he's not a boy, neither is he just a musician. He's a mixture of both, and he's Femi's best friend. So don't mess with this guy. So that gave me a lot of privileges in the sense that I had more respect in the community, and I got to do a lot of ambassadorial roles. He would send me to meet the cultural attaches of different embassies, and things like that, with letters, and whenever we had to travel and we needed assistance for getting work permits and things like that, and before you know it, I became quite an ambassador of the commute, and what a history. I have to write a book now.
You do indeed.
I became one of the musical directors.
Okay, can you give us a bit of insight into that?
I'll give you an example. Fela never played once Fela has released an album, he will not play it. He will come to Shine, Zombie! You say, you don't know where record shop is. Lady! You don't know where record shop is. Clear road for Jaga Jaga. Okay. That's unreleased. So what happened was a couple of times Fela was arrested. We couldn't close the Shrine down. The fact that he was arrested was not an excuse to now say, oh, Fela is arrested, we cannot play. The band was not arrested. Okay. What do we play? Do we play those songs he's playing and try to sing those songs? And who will sing? Or do we just, select a couple of oldies? So that was me. I started practicing my writing and arrangement skills by going to go and pick up all those Wayo. Wayo was one of the first ones. Wayo, Open and Close, Suegbe and Paco, Lady, Shakara, all those ones. And those were things that were never heard in the Shrine, live. I mean, the Shrine of Purple Street, when the Shrine moved to Kedah. So I became one of the... So when Fela was in jail, I did a lot of the reorchestration. So what happened was this. Femi was concentrating on writing his own original materials. So I then was concentrating on reorchestrating those classics.
Two of them, they try help the people. Some of them are superstar, then they do very